Hello everyone, and welcome to Earp Sister Feels. This is our episode number 22. My name is Kevin Batchelder, and on this video I'm going to be discussing two Wynonna Earp episodes, If We Make It Through December, Season 3, Episode 6, and I Fall to Pieces, Season 3, Episode number 7. Welcome back, gang, and hello to any of you new folks jumping in. Really appreciate you folks checking out these videos, leaving some thoughts, both in video form and in feedback on Twitter and Facebook. I very much love the community aspect of doing this rewatch of the first 3 seasons of Wynonna Earp with the Earp Sister focus. So thank you to all of you who take part either in the videos form, as I said, or even just the replies on Twitter. Love it very much, and I really appreciate it. Now, as I said, if you're not aware, for about the first 48 hours after I release these videos, you'll notice down below there is a button that says Record or Apply. You don't need a special app. All you need to be doing is using your smartphone. If you tap there, you can record a video. Please keep it to about 4 minutes or less, and then play it back. Make sure you're comfortable. Save and send it to me. And then after that 48 hours, I put all the comments together along with my video here, and we release this up on YouTube so folks can really enjoy getting thoughts from several of us. And I always learn something and get a great new perspective from the comments I get. So thank you, everyone who takes part. It really makes this for a lot of fun. And as many of you know, as of the time that I'm recording this, we're less than 3 weeks away from Earp Expo coming up in New Orleans. Very excited and honored to be moderating the Earp Sister panel with Mel and Dom, so it's going to be a blast there. Looking forward to seeing many of you. All right, let's talk about these particular episodes, these two. And as many of you know, if you've been through the series a few times, you know we don't have a ton of Earp Sister stuff in these 2 episodes. That's why I'm doing the 2 of them together. We have in each episode just one scene where the 2 of them are alone together, and they aren't extensive. Actually, the first one we have is near the beginning of the Christmas episode, the 306 episode, when Wynonna and Waverly are in the bedroom. Waverly is a little concerned that she finds out from Wynonna that Mama doesn't want the menstrual angel on the top of the tree, but it turns into a much bigger thing when Wynonna drops the bomb about her dad being an angel. So it's a pretty brief scene, not a lot there. And the other time the 2 of them spend together here in this Christmas episode, well, it's a great episode. They're involved just with very brief stuff with other people. We get to see in the kitchen with Mama and the 2 of them when Mama tells them a little bit more about her dad and all of us as well as we're learning on that storyline. And then towards the end when we have the big Christmas dinner when almost everyone is there. It's also a nice touch near the end of that dinner when Mama decides to go in and does put the menstrual angel that Waverly made up on top of the Christmas tree. Certainly great to see there, and great that we had fun with our Christmas episode. And then in the other episode, I Fall to Pieces, 307, this might be, certainly in my opinion, in the opinion of many, the funniest episode of Wynonna Earp that we've had. Certainly contender for it. Great job by Noelle Carbone on the writing side here, because we just, Wynonna and Nicole are just a dynamic duo from a comedy point of view, so that was a lot of fun there. And while we don't have a ton of Earp Sister stuff here, we do have at least one scene near the end and lots of emotional scenes in this entire episode. And near the beginning, kind of brief stuff when they're at the firehouse, when Wynonna was trying to make her exit. Waverly was there with Nicole helping her, talk to the firefighters. We also, at the sheriff's office, have the 2 of them there with Nicole and Jeremy. Not much interaction, though. And then the big one, as far as the 2 of them, is at the homestead at the very end. After Mama has left and left some notes, we get to see Waverly being, quite upset and crying, and Wynonna being there to support her. And we also get another baby girl mention. Little hairs back of my neck stand up anytime we get that, so that was a nice one there as Wynonna's comforting her. So not a ton here, but as you folks know, that have been through the series, while near the beginning of this season we have a ton of Earp Sister stuff, and at the end we're going to have a huge amount. Here in the middle, not a ton, as the story of the entire show is playing out, but some great stuff. And certainly in this 307, we have 2 of the most emotional scenes in the entire series, in my opinion. Here, the one between Nicole and Nedley, when Nicole discovers that Nedley was the one who saved her, and all that went on there, and then also the one on the porch between Wynonna and Doc when she discovers that he's a vampire. Those 2 scenes, throw in the Earp Sister one there, and talk about 3 scenes that just grab the tissues and are going to take a lot out of you. And great stuff from the show point of view. But again, not a ton of Earp Sister stuff. That's why I put these 2 together. But we are coming up to the end of the season. Only 5 episodes left to cover here in Season 3. So do appreciate all of you checking out the videos. Comments, as I said, are great. I love the video ones, certainly, because we can include those. But even just the feedback on Twitter, if you're not a person who likes to do video, I do appreciate and love all of those, too. So keep them coming. Having a blast. And do keep staying strong in our fight for Wynonna. It's certainly very important and something that we're all working hard towards, and I'm very positive to see the outcome we're all looking for, hopefully in the not too distant future there. So again, thank you very much, folks, for checking out the videos. Appreciate it very much. Hope you all take care.
Good morning from Nashville. Just had a couple thoughts about, mostly about episode 6, and they're very brief. So I love that we get to see Waverly and Wynonna actually kind of like having fun together. Because the show, I mean, there's so much going on all the time, and it always seems so serious and traumatic almost a lot of the time. And the fact that Mom is back for Christmas, and there's all these fun elements where like the making the turkey and being vegan and just all the jokes and the menstrual angel and all that stuff, where it's just like they're actually having a good time for part of the episode, it seems like. And then the heaviness does come back a bit with the reveal about Julian and all that stuff. But I just really love that there is that element of just like connectivity and a real deep just joy that you can kind of feel they're all having, just even if it's for a second. So, yep.
Hello, Jill here, Nedley's office, covering, oh goodness, the Christmas episode and the Gnome Wife episode, as they are sort of known. So, as Kevin mentioned, there are not a lot of scenes here, but there are a couple of good ones. The one that I want to talk about if we make it through December, it's this wonderful little scene that happens right before Waverly and Wynonna have their conversation in the bedroom. It's this scene that starts out with where Nicole is going off to work and Waverly's on the steps and giving her a kiss goodbye. And it's this wonderful, quick little scene, but it captures all three of the relationships between those three women. It has Waverly and Nicole being all lovey-dovey with a little tap to the nose and the bye cutie. Then you have this interaction between Nicole and Wynonna, where Wynonna goes, are those elf ears, are you just happy to see me? And Nicole just goes, oh yeah, don't, as she exits, kind of in a very annoyed way. And then Wynonna kind of, sort of rolls her eyes at that response and interacts now with Waverly and hands her a mug and says, it's got rum in it, you're going to need it, and goes off. And that little scene, it's like you have this interaction between Nicole and Waverly, Nicole and Wynonna, then Wynonna and Waverly, and it's sort of in that very little quick scene, it sort of encaptured all of their relationships that they have with each other, and I just thought it was a wonderful little scene. Not specifically Earp related, but sort of Earp related in that, or Earp Sister related, and that it's the two of them, but also this third dynamic that they have in their relationship now, namely Nicole. So then, you go into the bedroom, and I thought that was a very sibling scene, with the two of them sitting on the bed talking about their mom. I know I have maybe not sat cross-legged on a bed with my brother, but talked about my parents with my brother, and just, whether they're driving you nuts, or you're a little worried, or you just, wonder what they're thinking, whatever it is. I've had conversations with my brother about my parents, so I could relate to that. Now, granted, my brother never dropped the bombshell that I was an angel in any of these conversations, but, whatever. And then what I really liked right after that was when Mama Earp was talking to Waverly about her dad. Wynonna was just a background player, but she kept looking at Waverly with love, with concern, with she just kept shooting glances to Waverly, kind of just to make sure she was okay with all this going on. And it was just, even though she didn't have a lot of dialogue, the way she was just looking in the background, you could tell the love she had for her sister. So I thought that was also very wonderful. So then the next episode, Gnome Wife episode, near the end, oh goodness, that episode was just the funniest thing ever, and then those gut punches at the end, right after each other. Wow. Like, ha ha ha, you're laughing all episode, and then you're crying. That's kind of Wynonna Earp for you. Anyway, when we see the scene where they have the letters and Mama Earp has left, the most heartbreaking thing about this for me was that Wynonna didn't even seem surprised. She knew this was coming. She knew this heartache for Waverly was coming. She knew that Mama Earp was gonna leave. At least it felt that way to me. She didn't even seem surprised, and she's just there for Waverly. Probably a little anger at her mom as well. And I did love, the strong hug that, Wynonna didn't try to tell her it was going to be okay. She just gave her a hug because that's all you can do in that circumstance. So, yeah, not a lot, but some really good stuff again. So, looking forward to the next episode, and looking forward to Earp Expo, looking forward to winning the fight for Wynonna. All right, until next time.